Cowboys
Oh,
suffer.
yeah.
For my estimation, this is the most humiliating. This is the
Mm.
most pathetic. This is the most embarrassing loss, playoff loss for the Cowboys. Because Ocho, at one point in time, they were down 48-16. Now, you can look at the final score and say, man, if you didn't watch the game, you're like, oh, okay, there was only
Game
two
was,
scores.
yeah, it was closer than you thought.
No, it wasn't. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Mhm.
Remember when the Cowboys beat the Commanders on Thanksgiving, 45-10? Just what Jerry said. I don't know if I've had a day like this, and I'll include them all. I'll put the Super Bowls in there. I don't know if I've had a better day than with the Cowboys than today. Jerry said he thinks this year's Cowboys team could go all the way to the Super Bowl. Hold on. I got more for you, Ocho. Remember, Micah, in week one? We're making a statement. I've been trying to make, hold on. We're making the statement that I've been trying to make. We're the best defense in the National Football League. Today, Michael Parsons showed up in a Bobby Boucher jersey. Everybody know Waterboy. Bobby Boucher Rec Shop. Now, if you show up in a Bobby Boucher jersey, you got a Rec Shop, Ocho.
Yeah.
Michael Parsons has one quarterback pressure on 19 rushes, the lowest pressure rate in a game in his NFL career. The Green Bay, I kept telling you, Ocho, I tried to tell you about that defense.
Yeah.
I tried to tell you all year about this Cowboys team. I said, Ocho, if that defense do not turn you over, if they don't get scooping scores and pick sixes and set that offense up, I said, the marginals, Ocho, no, Dak, CD, but now, you look at the stats. Oh, they gotta have great stats. You look at these stats. Hold on, let me pull this up here. I gotta get. Oh, Dak threw for 400 yards. CD.
Yeah.
Look at how many yards they had when the score was 6 minutes left in the ball game, and the score was 48-16. What did Dak have? Empty calories.
Yeah.
When you eat empty calories, you get fat. You get fat.
It's tough.
Go look at
It's tough.
Aaron Jones had 2 rush touchdowns all year. He had 3 in one game.
Yeah. It's
21 for $118. Ran through him, went through him like foreign water through a tourist.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you go out of the country and you drink water, Ocho? What happened?
Yeah. Oh, it get it runs. It get it runs. Any matter of
That's
fact,
how Aaron Jones went through him.
Anytime you go to Mexico, they tell you the first thing to do: don't drink the water.
Montezuma's revenge.
Listen, tonight I even asked myself after watching the game, the loss in itself, I felt bad for Cowboys fans.
Oh no, I don't. Oh no,
I felt bad because every year, stay with me, baby. Every year it's the same thing. It's the same thing. This is our year. The regular season goes beautiful. You win some of the games you're supposed to win. Okay, you have a few slip-ups, but then you get back on track, and it puts all the fans in a position of hope. Then you have Jerry Jones. He's always coming out. He's always at the forefront. He's always the focal point of everything that's going on. He does all the talking for the team. He knows the injuries. He reports who's going to play, who's not going to play. I mean, this is the best team we've ever had. I think part of the problem is Jerry. In 28 years, they haven't won. They've had great seasons the past 20 years. But for some reason, Jerry Jones always being at the forefront, always being the focal point of the team. We know you're the owner. How about just taking a back seat for a change? How about taking a back seat for a change and taking some of the pressure, the endured pressure that the team already going to have because they got the star on their helmet? We don't need you adding fuel to the fire. Just allow them boys to go out there and just play. I'm not saying that's the reason why they lost. I'm just saying, Jerry, let's try a different approach.
He done tried everything.
Let's try a different approach for a change.
After he done been nasty to Jimmy, talking about he'll put who he want in the Ring of Fame when he want to. He tried to change the mojo. He put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Fame, trying to change the mojo. Didn't work.
Right. Oh, trying to change the karma.
Yeah. You know why you had bad karma?
You got to always do right by people.
Always do right. And Mike McCarthy did not do right by Kellen Moore. I want to call the plays. We gonna run the ball more. We gonna run the ball. You look worse this year than you did the last 2 years with Kellen Moore calling the plays.
Yeah. I mean,
you couldn't run the football. You didn't run the football. And the defense. This pressure defense. I keep telling you. You play that nickel defense with those safeties playing like linebackers, they ain't got enough bricks in their back pocket. So when them guards dig up on them, and those tight ends get on those little small ass, those linebackers, that safeties, really, you see what's happening? Aaron Jones getting 8, 9, 10 yards a clip.
Carry, yeah.
That's what happened. You better have somebody that can drop anchor.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we saw it when they played the Bills. We saw it when they played the Cardinals.
You saw it when they played the 49ers.
When they played the 49ers. How were those when they played the Eagles? When the Eagles, running the ball. I mean, we're not talking about outside. We talk about straight right downhill.
Right downhill
because defensively, they are a little undersized. They're a little undersized. Sideline to sideline. Oh man, they run with you all day like a 4x1 team, like a 4x1 track team. They run with you all day. But tonight, listen, tonight's loss. It was. I hate using the word pathetic.
It's beautiful.
I hate saying that. I hate saying it was humiliating. I hate saying that. And I'm one. It's just hard for me to do because you know how I am. I even tweeted when the game got out of hand. I say, Twitter, can y'all please find a reason? Give me something. Give me an idea because I know I'm gonna go crazy on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do? Is there anything I can say to defend what the fuck they put out there today?
No.
There was nothing.
Nothing.
So I have no choice. My back is against the wall, and it pains me to have to say that shit was embarrassing.
Yeah.
For us. And as a football fan, as a former player, because I thought this was our year. Look, I'm saying our year like I'm part of the Cowboys. Yeah. Listen, I'm a fan of football, so I thought it was their year. I was excited. I'm ready for Dak to motherfucking get to the goddamn promised land and get all these motherfuckers off his back. God, I mean, y'all forgive me for cursing. Y'all stay with me for a little bit now because I'm upset. I thought it was
Why are you upset?
Huh?
I've been prepared. Ocho, you see what I'm saying? I prepared you this. See, like you said, you want financial literacy. You want people to listen to you when you give them advice. You want people to take your advice. I've been preparing you this for 19 weeks.
I wanted him to prove you wrong. I wanted Dak and that team and that offense and that defense to prove you wrong. I wanted Dak and that team and that offense to prove every naysayer wrong. I wanted to prove Stephen A. Smith wrong. And at times it looked good throughout the season. At times it looked good. There was some slip-ups. There was some stalls. But I said, you know what? Come hell or high water, come playoff time, I guarantee you it was going to be a different Cowboys team.
Ocho.
Listen, the first series, something was off. The first series, the energy, the body language.
Yeah, what's off? Green Bay was knee deep in them. That's what was off. Green Bay got the ball and went right down the field. Ocho, do you know how demoralizing it is when the base of your team is the defense and a young team that average 24 years of age get the football and go right and stick
down the field? Yeah. Hey.
You got the football. Ocho, think about it. You win the toss. You defer.
You deferred.
So why you defer? You say, I want my dogs out there.
The defense.
Jordan Love said, give me all you got. Jordan Love said, give me all you got. Whatever you got, give me some of that. I keep telling people all along. See, people laugh when I say the Cowboys are like Duke freshman hoopers. One and done. Ooh. That's what they are. You know, when you go to Duke and you're a basketball player, you one and done.
You got to be good.
Zion, Kyrie, Tatum, Ingram, they one and done.
You got to be that boy. Yeah.
Cowboys come to the playoff time, one and done.
Yeah.
They do all that yapping.
Yeah.
Like what? Take you to church or T-Pain church?
Yeah.
Man, they are. This is embarrassing.
Yeah.
They got a 40 water hung on them. A sprinkle me. Big timer.
Almost 50 burger, huh?
At home.
Almost a 50 burger.
Oh, you remember? We won 16 straight at home. We score 50. We score 127 points a game at home.
Yeah.
Man.
I thought
Green Bay said, what that got to do with us?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were going to get tonight. I really thought that's what we were going to get tonight. I was boarding my plane, 4:30. I tell you no lie. I was leaving Atlanta. I said, baby, this is finna be the motherfucking day with that star on the helmet, shut everybody up. So I was ready. I'm excited for nightcap. Because I know I'm going to be able to fire back at I know I'm going to be able to fire back at everybody that says something negative about the Cowboys. As a fan, I wanted this for that. As someone on the outside looking in, and I understand what he has to deal with because it's America's team. I remember Michael Parsons complaining earlier, why y'all always on Dak head? Why y'all always talk about him?
Nah, we on your head now, Michael.
Now you got all these other quarterbacks out here. Y'all don't treat them the same way y'all treat Dak. Now you have a better understanding on why. Okay. Now you have a better understanding on why. Because for one, you got your owner that won't get out the team.
Bumping his gums.
always bumping his gum. And I hear people talk about, well, yeah, maybe they need to go get Bill Belichick. You think Bill Belichick, he don't even let his own players talk. You think he's gonna come to that madness over there
No.
where he have no power and Jerry Jones gonna relinquish the power so he can build a team that he needs to be adequate and compete week in and week out, especially in the playoffs, so this doesn't happen again? Probably not.
Them young boys was cooking. I don't care who the DBs were, whatever side they line up on.
Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs said, give me him.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme one side. They said, we got all the Krispy Kremes you want on one side, barbecue chicken on the other.
Yeah. Dobbs, Watson, Reed, Melton. And the funny thing is about when you're young like that, when you're young like Jordan Love, when you're young like that supporting cast Jordan Love has to work with.
Yeah.
Listen, we ain't even supposed to be here to begin with, and we ain't got nothing to worry about. So we just go out here and play free. You know what it feels like to play free, to have no worries. Hell, we ain't supposed to be here any goddamn well. It's no different than the motherfucking Texans. With the pressure, we have nothing to lose. We're not supposed to be here anyway. So it's easy to go out there and just play free. Free will, nothing to worry about, and just have fun, because at the end of the day, it's still football. On the other side, on the flip side of things, the Cowboys, look what all that comes with.
Wow.
Why offensively, why they look so different today? Off the rip, the first series, something was off. Everybody body language. You could tell something was off. CD and goddamn
that
Dak.
pressure.
Listen, CD and Dak, they always in sync, especially off the rip. Look at the numbers they put up the past 5-6 weeks together. But all of a sudden, the night is different in a game where it matters the fucking most.
Ocho.
Oh, God forgive me. I keep cursing. My bad.
Ocho, I know, because you hurt. You want to come in here. You want to get on. You want to come here. Look at
I did. I ain't got no leverage.
No, you don't. And they knew, and I knew it. That pressure. You see what happens when you play at home? The only difference is that when you play at home and you lose, you got 85,000 fans leaving that stadium. And you see, they wanted home field. We the number 2 seed. Okay, so now what you gonna do with it? They get the ball and go down the field and score on you.
Right.
Uh-oh. You punt. They get the ball and go back down the field. Uh-oh. Damn. Now all of a sudden they get the ball and go down again.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And then we know when they go that motion and they try to run that 3-by-1, we know that first guy gonna go through and that gonna try to hit CD.
Yeah.
Savage passed it off. Say, I ain't even worried about you throwing to Brandon Cooks, because on film, I've never seen you throw him that slant right from the slot. You throw the CD, you throw the second guy. He passed it off and boop, boop.
Came and got it.
Hello, how may I help you? Yes, I'd like to have a reservation for 6. What time will you be arriving? I'm pulling up right now. To the house he went.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Oh, it hurt.
Very smart. Very smart on Savage's part. Listen, that ain't nothing but film study, understanding formation, and route recognition, and knowing what's coming. Because he sat right in between the 1 and the 2.
Yes.
He could have went with Brandon Banks right away. He let it go, being nosy like a goddamn robber, and came on down. He beat CD to the goddamn ball.
Right. Because here's the thing, Ocho. On film, I've never seen you throw Brandon Cooks. Why would you throw a 5'6" a slant over the middle?
Right.
I know you're trying to clear so that you have the bigger window for the bigger receiver coming in behind.
Yeah.
Savage pretend like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. No, I'm not. I think I just stay right here and wait.
And that's tough, man. That's
in
tough.
A situation like that, Ocho, just don't drop it.
Right.
Because the ball's coming. You're not gonna do what you haven't done all year. And all year, what have they done in a situation like that? Throw the ball to CD.
Yeah, throw the number 2 every time.
Actually, they shouldn't even got a touchdown because DeAndre Campbell dropped another pick. Dak should have had 3 picks right before the half. He undercut Jake Ferguson and dropped it. And then on the 4th down, the left guard moved.
Yeah, they didn't call it. They didn't call it.
He moved.
They didn't call it. But you know who pick was nice though, which was some great defense.
Jair.
Boy. And I tweeted it before the game. I say I'm curious and I'm excited about the matchup today because I wonder if Zaire and CeeDee Lamb, I wonder if he would follow. Because I said I understand their strengths, and I know Zaire is really, really good in man-to-man and being up there and bump and run. And he showed you a small sample size of that in that bump and run play excuse, with it was damn near a jerk release from the outside, damn near a jerk release, and man, he was on that. He was on Brandon on that.
But here's the thing. Cooks is a small receiver, so it's hard for him to play through contact.
Right. Okay.
You see how you see how when Jair came, how he turned him?
Yeah.
So now, normally a big body, you're gonna collide and everybody go this separate way and the ball hit the dirt or something.
Right.
But Cooks is such a small receiver, it's hard for him to play through contact.
Right.
So he needs space to operate in. You're asking an awful lot, and he's clued.
Listen,
you see Dak in shotgun. He takes 2 steps and pull up. You ain't ready no go about. You ain't ready no go from there. You're running a slant.
You heard what you just said. Brandon Cooks got to create the space. You got to create the space. If you're a smaller receiver, then you have to win with what you do best, using your footwork, being able to transition, get in and out. Take Jair Alexander somewhere he think you going and bring his ass back on home, somewhere where you're not going to be. But he wasn't able to do that. He was impatient on the route and coming back in. He didn't sell it enough. Wasn't nobody buying that the first time. That's why Jair was able to beat him back inside.
Jair said, I ain't buying that for $1. Second of all, Ocho, if you're in the shotgun,
right?
And Jair, if you watch him, he's cluing. That gets the ball and pulls up. He ain't finna throw no go.
No,
he's going to slant. I'm driving.
Right.
I'm driving. And I got a 5'6", 5'7", 170-pound receiver. I'm gonna play through him.
Yeah. Which is what
I'm playing through him.
Man,
Ocho, we got a record. We got 83,000 people live in the chat. Please, guys, if you're in the chat, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Guys, we really appreciate this because you know we're gonna go 83,000.
Listen, I like to all 83,000 you watching. This ain't really me. I don't curse like this. I'm a little upset. I apologize for you on behalf of myself and my family. I apologize. I don't move like that.
Yeah, but see, he don't want to listen to me. I try to prepare him. What I try to do, I try to prepare my co-host, which is Ocho. I try to prepare him for this moment. I said, Ocho, you're gonna get your hopes up. Every year you turn around. This is the Cowboys, this is their best chance. What's so different about this chance? I remember when they had 10 Pro Bowlers. I remember when they had Tony Romo, they had Marion the Barbarian, they had Jason Witten, they had T.O., they had the D Ware, they had 10 Pro Bowlers. So why was that? I remember when they had, look at all the All-Pros. Tyron Smith is the All-Pro. The left guard is an All-Pro. Zach Martin is an All-Pro. Your quarterback is an All-Pro. C.D. Lamb is an All-Pro. Y'all keep telling me this is their best chance. Every year is their best chance. Nobody has drafted more Pro Bowlers since 2010 other than the Kansas City Chiefs. Only difference is the Kansas City Chiefs has been to 3 Super Bowls, 1, 2. The Cowboys ain't been to squadouche.
Well, I know what the common denominator is on why things keep failing with the Cowboys. Guess who the problem is and why they keep losing? Guess who the motherfucking problem is and why they keep losing every single year? 28 years, guess who the common denominator is? All the pieces to the puzzle every year, the Cowboys play good goddamn football and get sent the fuck home in the first round. Guess who the problem is?
Who?
Guess who's still there? No matter, all the players change and they always have a successful who?
Jerry?
Say his name loud and clear.
You blaming Jerry?
That's the problem. Jerry Jones is the reason why they can't get past the first round. That's the problem.
Oh no.
Let's address the elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room is that the big guy. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got a guy that's second team all pro. The quarterback, second team all pro. Did he look like a second team all pro?
Not tonight. No.
Okay.
Not tonight.
Okay.
In the game, in the game where it mattered most, I'm with you. I'm with you. You're right. Stay with me. I'm with you when you're right.
DeRon Bland, he had 5 pick sixes. How he look today? Krispy Kreme.
It's one of them days.
Okay.
Some days you go to work, you ain't never had a bad day at work. Some days. Listen. Matter of fact, you ever study for a test? Huh? I remember studying for the SAT. I remember studying for the SAT, and I said, I know when I go and take this test, come game time, I'm finna pass this shit. Shit, boy, when I went and took the SAT, I feel like a motherfucker. As much as I studied, sometimes you don't have the game you want to. Sometimes it don't happen. Hey, listen, I had hopes and aspirations of going to University of Miami, or goddamn University of Florida or Florida State. I took the SAT, boy. I ended up at Langston University, NAIA school out there in Langston, Oklahoma.
Ocho, they could have gave you the answer to the SAT. You weren't passing it. You weren't passing that test. You and I both know you weren't passing the SAT, even with the answer. You gonna write them both holes down wrong. Man, get out of here, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just trying to give you a good analogy, a good scenario.
Ocho, you know, in a game like this,
yeah,
your big guns, what make Tom Brady? See, people want to say, well, Tom played big in big moments.
Always.
That's what makes Mahomes plays big in big moments.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers didn't play big enough in big moments. As great as he is in big moments, he hasn't played well as Mahomes. He hasn't played well as Brady. That's the difference. Brady play in big moments. It's hard when you look at Brady. Think about all the games, the playoff games that he played in.
Right.
It's hard to go back and say, you know what? You might say 2 or 3 times Brady didn't have it, but 9 times out of 10, or 8.5 times out of 10, Brady brought his A game.
And you know what the key thing is? It's not just about Brady bringing his A game, because Brady can't bring his A game because everybody else got to be on point too. Not only did Brady bring his A game, but his supporting cast during those big moments and those big times in playoffs when it mattered most, they also came through. But they also were on point.
How many times in those big moments have those guys shown up, though? See, Brady guys have been in those moments and they've shown up. Seemingly every time the Cowboys get in those big moments, they get one and done. The moments seem to be too big.
Right.
See, that's why I keep telling y'all, stop talking about, oh, this team reminds me of the Cowboys Super Bowl. No, they don't.
Yeah. That's Jerry. Who said that? Who said that?
Jerry said that foolishness.
So who is the common denominator every time the goddamn Cowboys get sent home that keep putting the pressure and giving us hope? I'm not even a Cowboy fan, but goddamn Jerry gave me hope. That's why I was standing on 10 about business about the Cowboys, because of Jerry Jones. So Jerry let me down. He let all of us down. Stop talking. Go to the background. Be an owner. We know who owns the Cowboys. We know that. Let them boys play football without you adding all the goddamn pressure on top of them.
Nah,
I'm not excusing the bullshit they showed tonight. I'm not excusing that.
That's on the players.
God damn, Jerry, come on, man.
No,
28 years. 28 years. You had plenty times.
Nope. I done saw so many coaches get fired. I done saw them fire Garrett. Jason Garrett. They done fired so many different coaches and defensive coordinators. At some point in time, holding sorry ass defensive players accountable. They gave up a 40, Walter. 48.
48.
Green Bay went up and down the field until they put the backup quarterback in.
Right.
Up and down the field. Let me tell you how little they thought of the Cowboys defense. On 4th and 2, they go for it.
Right.
Instead of kicking the field goal and going up 27, they say, nah, we gonna go at 35.
That was a statement. Somebody was making a statement. I'm not sure who the statement was to.
We don't care about y'all because y'all do all that yapping. Y'all do all this talking. We did. We gonna be historic. I don't know the historic defense that's giving up 48, 42. How many points they gave up against Philly? Buffalo went up and down the field against them. I don't know what historic defense ever did that.
Well, I have a question.
I got an answer for you too.
Matter of fact, chat, I have a question for y'all too. So, you could chime in on this. Where do we go from here? Mike McCarthy has lost his job. Obviously, what would he say? Yes.
You think they're gonna fire him?
Man, I heard, if I'm not mistaken, and don't get me wrong, I don't have no sources. I'm the only source I know, but I did read somewhere that Mike McCarthy's future depended on the outcome of this game and what they did in the playoffs. Do you think he did enough to require him to return next year?
I think they got exactly where I thought they would be. I didn't expect them to go to the Super Bowl.
You didn't expect them to go to the Super Bowl after the season they had?
No. Because guess what? Guess how many games they won last year, Ocho? 12. Ocho, guess how many games they won the year before that, Ocho? 12. So what was different about this year than last year? It was just one, it was 22. The other year was 23, and this year is 24. The only thing changed was the year. Nothing else changed. Your
Right.
quarterback is the same. The players are the same. So you tell me what changed. Dan Quinn is still your defensive coordinator. Mike McCarthy is still is your head coach, OC now. Because you remember, Kellen Moore, he wanted all these flashy stats. He just wanted to throw the ball around.
Right.
Hold on. If somebody throw the ball 60 times, you had 60 pass attempts, 21, 23, 24, 25. You had 85 plays. You ran double the amount of plays at the Packers.
Well, some of that was on the back end in garbage time. Though.
That's what I know. But hey, you know, empty calorie diet. See, we call these a Prescottian. We call these Prescottians. When you look up there and say, man, that man threw for 400 yards. Go back and look and see how many yards he had when the score was 48-16. See how many catches and yards CD Lamb had when the score was 48-16. Because see, you're gonna look at this man had 17 targets. I thought the man had a hole in his hand. Because every time Dak threw it to that pressure, Ocho. That pressure. Ooh. They got all them catches. The number one thing that kill a dream is expectations.
Yeah. And guess who put the expectations on everybody? It wasn't the players, because the players weren't doing no.
Because you believed in them. You believed in them. And you yelling at me. I said, Ocho, why you yelling at me?
You had me hot. You had me hot early in the season. I was standing on business about them boys. I was saying, now I have no choice. But again, to me, the common denominator in 28 years, always losing and going home with a first-round exit, regardless of who the coaches are, offensively or defensively, there's one person that's still intact. That seems to be the problem on why they can get over the goddamn hump, and that's brother Jerry Jones, who can't get out his way. He can't get out his way.
Give me a little bit more air. I'm burning up here. Ocho. So I want to know this. We keep talking about Jerry. Jerry ain't made one. He ain't threw one pass. He ain't made one tackle. He ain't made one catch, one interception. At what point in time are you going to blame them 11 on offense and 11 on defense?
Wait, I already blamed them already. We went through that part already.
No, let's stay on them some more. We'll get to Jerry in a minute.
You want to stay on?
What about that defense? Remember how when they was getting scooping scores and they celebrating?
Yeah, they were looking good now. They were looking good.
These young boys went and dropped the 40 water on you.
Yeah.
Jordan Love in his first playoff start, the first quarter.
Yeah, you right.
Did you see the man? I would have told Matt LaFleur, said, nah, I got a perfect rating. Don't mess my perfect rating up. He had a 158.3 and the tight end dropped the ball and dropped it down to 157.2.
Yeah,
the man was perfect. The man was perfect. Look at the throws that he's making.
Yeah,
back foot, both feet in the air.
Speaking of that, look at his arm angles. Look at his mechanics. Look at his mannerisms. Who in the hell that remind you of that used to be there?
Aaron Rodgers. Said in the
Same.
preseason.
They look fucking identical. Throwing off the back foot, the arm angles, throwing over top, throwing from the side. If there's somebody in your way with in your vision, going, man, listen.
That touchdown that he threw on fourth down, did you see how he threw the ball?
Yes.
He threw it.
Hey. Jordan Love is special. And I saw you tweeted. He finna get what kind of money?
Top five money. Top five money. Top five.
Ooh, hey, young bull, nice. Young bull is nice.
I want to give the GM Brian Gutekunst because he zoomed up and went and got Jordan Love.
Yeah.
When Aaron Rodgers, that's what pissed Aaron Rodgers off.
Yeah.
He zoomed up and got it. And look at those receivers, the Watsons, the Romeo Dobbs, the Heath, the Meltons. Look at those tight ends that he got.
Yeah.
And he's doing it without one of his best off his line, David Bakhtiari, who's one of the premier left tackles. They got to look at what they've done defensively.
Yeah.
Oh, get Brian Gutekunst. You deserve a lot of credit because not only for the way you drafted, but the way you were willing to move on from Aaron Rodgers. You said, I'm not going to be held hostage any longer.
That took balls.
Yeah.
That took balls, man.
Ocho, at some point in time, you get tired of somebody giving you, look here, you can be in a relationship, but at some point in time, you're going to get tired of your partner giving you the ass to kiss. So how much longer are you going to continue to give me your ass to kiss and I'm paying you $45, $50 million?
and you're not getting the results you want on the back end.
What am I paying $50 million for? To get beat by Jimmy Garoppolo? To get beat by Tom Brady that come in there and turn the ball over 3 times?
Right.
So what exactly am I paying for?
You're right. You're right.
A guy that's going to espouse conspiracy theories? No, I mean, so what am I getting?
You're right.
I bet the locker room appreciate it. I bet it's a more harmonious locker room.
I mean, he's a good teammate, I'm sure. Sure, he's a good teammate.
Okay, let you tell it.
But them Cowboys hurt me, boy.
They ain't hurt you. Why they hurting?
Why
they hurt? Hey, Ocho, check this out. Yeah. Did you know the Green Bay Packers have more playoff wins at AT&T Stadium 3 than the Cowboys do? How a road team got more playoff wins in your building?
Right.
That's like somebody coming in and having more sex in your bed than you do, and you live there. How that work, Ocho?
Damn. When you put it, hey, I don't like when you put it like that. I don't like the way
what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's rough there, boy. That's rough. That's rough. Hey, the Cowboys stunk it up though, man. They stuck it up on both sides of the ball.
7.5 point favorites.
Damn, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, crazy. You believed in them.
Listen, I'm a visual person. I'm a visual learner. If you show me right, I'm gonna believe what I see until you show me otherwise. See, they didn't show me otherwise until tonight.
No, Ocho.
They didn't show me otherwise until tonight. So now that shit hurt because it sting because I was the one talking shit and taking up for everybody during the season.
You were.
I'm arguing. I'm going. Matter of fact, me and you got into it. Shit, I was dead ass. We dead serious. You know, I'm about to ruin a friendship with my coworker standing on business behind the players.
Yes.
You know, it put a strain on our relationship.
Yes. Because you owe that. You talking about that. That's top 5. I said, Ocho, what? I said, calm down, Ocho. No. Yeah, I don't want nobody talking about that.
Right. Yeah. That's why it hurt. It hurt for me different. Even if you're a Cowboy fan, it's one thing to be a fan of the team, but it's another thing to be on the outside looking in and standing on business about certain individuals and players and not having the leverage to be able to big up and talk that trash back. So now everything you said now is coming to fruition and got me looking like a fool.
It's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.